Hey everyone, it's Katie from Every Little Story on YouTube and HelloLittleBean.com. Today is Wednesday. It is Wedding Wednesday. I know it's been a minute since I did a Wedding Wednesday video. Life has been crazy. Just in a word, crazy. Trying to take deep breaths, trying to just ride the wave of chaos. Because I keep telling myself, this is the stuff you're gonna remember, so just ride the wave. We got Lark playing in the background watching Mickey. I thought I'd do a final Wedding Wednesday before we head out for the wedding this Saturday. I can't believe how fast the time has gone. It's just crazy that we're now a week and a half from getting married, which is really cool. But for this video, I thought I'd talk about a few different things. I thought I'd touch on my dress a little bit, talk about my shoes, talk a little bit about some makeup products I'm going to use on the day, a little bit about jewelry, maybe just some final thoughts in general about the whole process and getting married and what have you. So I guess we'll just jump right in. I wanted to talk about my dress because I've never really talked about it at all in these little wedding videos or really on my blog. I've mentioned it before that my mom was here when Lark was born. She was here for about a month. It was really important for me to look at dresses while my mom was here because we lived so far apart and I really wanted that experience. I didn't expect to buy anything that day or even find anything that day, but I just wanted that experience of going shopping with my mom and trying on dresses with my mom. We're making brooming car noises this morning. So anyway, we just went to a local bridal salon and I really didn't even know what I was looking for. I had an idea of what types of dresses I liked, but I didn't really have a set style. So I sort of let the girl know that. I let her know about, you know, things that I liked, things that I didn't like. So she picked out maybe 4 or 5 dresses for me to try on. The first one she brought into the dressing room. What are you playing with? Oh, a bus. Wow, she's got a double-decker London bus down there. So the first dress she brought into the dressing room, is this the realities of filming videos with the baby? Will I get through it? Anyway, the first dress she brought in on the hanger was very pretty, but I immediately said to her, no way, this is not my dress. It's not it. It's really pretty, but it's just not my style, not for me. I mean, I guess in a sense it was my style, it's just not what I wanted to pick. So anyway, I tried it on. It was beautiful, amazing, gorgeous. My mom was like in awe. So then I tried on like 4 or 5 after that. I bought that first dress. To my complete surprise, it was perfect for me in every way, even though I initially said no. And no other dress really compared to it after that. I kept going back to it and back to it and back to it. So that's the story of the dress and how it came to be. That was over a year ago in September. I tried it on and decided to purchase 3 weeks after having a baby, which is crazy because my body was like all screwed up. I now have the dress in my possession as of yesterday, so that's really exciting. I had 4 alterations appointments, which should have been 3. The first one, they took it in a few spots, and that was good. So at the next appointment, she was going to work on a couple other items on the dress that, like, I don't know, they wouldn't have fit right anywhere, top, bottom, anywhere without taking it in the places she took it in the first place. So the second appointment consisted of fixing the rest of it, all these little details. So the third time I went in, which was actually this last Monday, she was hoping I'd be able to take it home with me, but there was like a big in-your-face issue, and I hate being that girl who's like, oh, I don't like this, oh, I don't fix this, fix that. I hate doing that, but this mistake was so obvious that I couldn't let it go. So I did not get to take it home on Monday, and I was actually really stressed out about it because it seemed like the more she messed with it, the worse it got. But I went back in yesterday after work, and she had it fixed perfectly. She was amazing to work with. She was great. And the dress is now living at my parents' house because remember the little story I told you where she was here last year for the baby's birth and we lived far apart? If you don't watch our weekly vlogs, you probably don't know my parents moved to Michigan. Yet another crazy thing in the midst of wedding planning, which is very cool, very exciting. But yeah, so now my mom is living here, so she's keeping the dress at her house for the time being, and she might actually be the one that travels with it. I don't know. I'm still undecided because I may ship it, which is probably kind of scary for some people, but I'm not too afraid of it. But I've heard that you can carry them on and the airlines are really accommodating. So my mom may take the dress with her. They fly out on a different day. So I'll let you know how that goes after the fact. We'll see. And as far as my accessories, I'm not wearing a necklace. I chose not to. I just don't really want to. I have a pearl necklace and earrings that are my mom's that I'm actually going to wear the necklace as a bracelet instead. So that was really important to me. There are pearl earrings also. I'm not sure if I can pull off wearing them in my second hole or not, but I may try. I wear these things all the time. They're just white gold hoops. I wear them constantly. I love them. I don't really change my earrings a whole lot. But I did buy a pair of earrings for the wedding day, and if you know me, you know I'm like obsessed with Kate Middleton, okay? Or the Duchess of Cambridge, Catherine. I can't get used to saying that. But I love her. I follow everything about her and William. I follow her fashion. I follow just everything. So sometimes when looking for certain pieces, I kind of look to her for inspiration just because I love her style. It's very simple, it's very classic, and it's very pretty. And I was trying to find earrings and I just couldn't find the right ones, and I really hate large earrings. I think they look strange and they're very uncomfortable to wear, and they're just not really me, so they just always look kind of funny. And any of the bridal earrings I was finding were like really obnoxious. So I found a couple pairs that are like Kate inspired on Etsy, but they just weren't really doing anything. My mom and I were at Kohl's, of all places, and she found these earrings sitting here on this display, and I needed gold also, which has proven to be difficult. And Kate has these earrings. I think they're called the robin's egg earrings from, I think it's Links of London. I don't know, but they're really expensive and I was not about to pay that much money for them. But anyway, they look almost identical to this, except these are gold. And these are $100 earrings, and I got them on sale for $29.99. So that's really, really cool. I love a deal. Love a deal. She is talkative this morning. What you playing with? Oh, you got your purse. She got her first purse recently and she loves it. So I guess we'll move on to hair. I'll be doing my own hair. Yes, crazy, but I'm fairly decent at hair. If you watch my weekly vlogs, you'll probably say your hair always looks like crap. What are you talking about? But I'm pretty good with anything artsy and hands-on. So Lark is shaking her keys. I have no idea if you can hear me over that. So initially I had thought I'd have a more like messy, tousled, bohemian hairstyle, which I did, and it looked really pretty. But I still have some weird hair issues from losing my hair after being pregnant, which yes, was a long time ago. But it's growing back in now, and it's very strange. So the bohemian look kind of took a bit of teasing and messing with, and it just looked too messy for my taste. And I thought that with my dress, it was just gonna look kind of weird. So I ended up doing something the other night that was, again, a little bit more Kate inspired. It's got a little messiness. It's like a low chignon, but it's got a little bit of messiness to it, but the front is cleaner, and the front pieces just kind of twist back and loosely pin. And it took me forever. Like, my mom and I were searching for hair accessories forever. I couldn't find anything. I bought a couple of things at Hobby Lobby that I was going to make one out of, but then on a whim, I found this little guy. I needed gold. Again, gold hair accessories, people, are not easy to find, okay? Just not. But anyway, I was in Charming Charlie's and I found this little comb. It's gold, it's dainty, it's really pretty. And it's funny because I photographed a wedding this summer and she had this hair accessory in her hair and I was like, oh, that's really pretty. I need something like that for my dress. You know, where can I find one of those? Just kind of like made a mental note of it. Without even knowing it, like without even thinking about it, I went back to her picture the other day and lo and behold, this is the same hair accessory that she had. So kind of funny, but it's just a comb. I am wearing a veil. I was undecided for a long time, but I ultimately decided to wear a veil. Also something I never thought I would do as a bride. Never. But, you know, things change, people. Prepare for the unexpected. That's my advice for you. So anyway, that's the hair comb. Talk about my shoes next. I wanted unique shoes. It's just something that's, I don't know, cool for me. I love funky shoes. And I don't really do well with like stilettos. They just kill my feet. I'm not like, you'll never see me in a pair of Christian Louboutins, mainly because I can't afford them, but also because I think they look ridiculously uncomfortable and sometimes they just look ridiculous. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but anyway, I just don't do crazy uncomfortable heels or shoes. So I knew I wanted like maybe a wedge of some sort or a thicker heel. We're also getting married on grass, so that was kind of a factor in the decision. So I chose wedges and I found these online. I originally found them on modcloth.com and I purchased them and I ordered a size 10 because I'm a 9.5, but usually with dress shoes I'll order a 10 just so there's a little more, you know, wiggle room. And they came and they're way too big. Way too big. And they don't have half sizes, so I thought, you know, crap, I don't know if I'm going to fit into a 9. I don't know if it's going to be too small. So I went back to ModCloth, was going to just exchange them. They didn't have my size. They were out. They were like completely out of, I think, every size. But then I found them. They had 2 pairs left on Zappos, I believe is where I got them. So I was able to get them. And keep in mind that, you know, there are traditions for weddings, you know, the whole something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. So this is my shoes and my something blue. So they are these wedges. They're made of like a plasticky rubber material. They're from Melissa Shoes. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. I'm sure you are. They're kind of funky like this. They have these plastic hearts sometimes. Sometimes they have funky bows. The little kid ones are amazing. The mini Melissas, I love them. So these are my shoes. James loved them. He said they look like something out of Alice in Wonderland. And the ladies at the dress shop loved them. And I just think they're so cute. I just love them. So, and they're comfortable, which is a bonus. So that's the shoes. We're gonna have a guest host for this portion. So anyway, I'll be doing my own makeup. Yes, I'm crazy like that, but I love makeup. It's kind of a hobby, an expensive one, but it's a hobby, and I love it. So I'm not like, I don't know, I love high-end makeup products, but I don't like have to have them in my everyday life, so I typically use like drugstore foundations. I'm not going into my whole makeup routine for my wedding day. Maybe I'll talk about it later. I'll talk about a few things that I purchased specifically for this, the first of which is a concealer. I was on the market for a new concealer anyway, because I'm getting older and, you know, I got fine lines, I got wrinkles, and I'm having a problem lately with concealer really settling into under eye lines. So I really wanted to try the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, which looks like this. And I have it in the color NW15. It's their lightest. I think the NW stands for neutral warm. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. I'd never bought MAC products. I just kind of like obsess over them. Here, you can hold it. So that was something I purchased specifically for the wedding and just in general specifically for life. I love it. It's an amazing product, just like everyone says. So that was one item. My other item I was kind of on the lookout for was a foundation. And obviously I'm a drugstore foundation girl. I don't really purchase high-end foundations. I've only ever tried them. Mama! I've only ever tried them. I've only ever tried them in samples I've gotten after purchasing things or when I've had my makeup done for something. But I've never bought one. So I had a couple in mind that I wanted to try, and 2 of them were Makeup Forever. One was the Makeup Forever HD and one was the Matte Velvet Plus. And I swatched the Matte Velvet Plus in our Sephora. We have a JCPenney Sephora. And it settled really badly into the lines on my hands. So I kind of thought to myself, crap, what's this gonna do on my face? But anyway, I went back in yesterday and she gave me samples of those two Makeup Forever foundations. And she gave me a sample of the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation because I got that as a recommendation by one of my bridesmaids who is actually a makeup artist. And I've never tried any of the Kat Von D cosmetics. I sort of love them because of the packaging, again from the artsy perspective, but I don't really know much about them, never used them. What's the matter? Oh, did you drop your toy? This is a mom's life, let your kid play with your expensive makeup products. So she gave me a sample of the Kat Von D, and let me just tell you, the stuff is amazing. I have it on today, I don't even know if you can tell, the lighting is terrible. But it's gorgeous, it's like amazing, perfect color, looks just awesome. I love it. So this is probably the one I'll go with. I swatched the other two on my cheek and on my forehead, and one of them actually made my cheek itch. So I'm definitely not going to go for that. But the Kat Von D is like almost exactly what I'm looking for. So those are a couple of items. What is the problem? I know, you're antsy. It's probably time to go, huh? I'll talk about my last item and then I'll just give some final thoughts. So the last item I wanted was a lipstick. And I wanted to try a MAC lipstick also because I never have. I knew I wanted matte lips. She wants the lipstick. This could be dangerous. Very dangerous. Anyway, I wanted a matte lip for my wedding day. And I knew I wanted red because, you know, the whole Snow White thing. But I don't know. I was iffy on the reds because some reds are so bright and in your face. And I had, obviously, MAC's Russian Red suggested to me. I had MAC's Ruby Woo suggested to me, and I almost went with Ruby Woo until I found this one, which is more of the color shade I was looking for. It's more of like a rusty brick red, and it is the Viva Glam 1. And again, it's matte. And it's a really pretty, it looks like bricks. I don't know what else to tell you. It's a little bit more of an orangey red, and it is so pretty. It is like the most perfect red lipstick shade for the occasion, and I really love it. It's kind of dark, and I'm a little bit concerned because I'm so pale, but it's, you know, the whole Snow White thing, and it's dark. Like, I feel like it's gonna shock some people, but it's really, really, really pretty. I would swatch it for you, but unless I use my baby's forehead, I can't really do that. So anyway, that's the lipstick. Love it. So those are just a few little details about my day. I might go into more depth, you know, maybe on my dress or the makeup or the hair. You know, after the fact, I'll probably still continue this series after so that I can share some of the details. But we're getting married in 10 days? We've been together 8.5 years, so it's kind of a long time coming. People keep asking me if I'm nervous, and I'm not really nervous at this point. I'll be nervous when I have to walk down the aisle in front of all those people. Is that Mama? Where's Mama? Is she in the screen? Say hi, Mama. So I'll be nervous about that, but I'm really excited to get married. I'm really excited to finally be his wife, and you know, our relationship is not free of problems. And I'm not saying we have problems, but you know, we're not perfect. Life is not perfect. We've had our bumps in the road, but you know, we've made it 8.5 years, and I think there's something to be said for that, and we love each other. I'm really excited about the day. I have a few more, you know, things I gotta get done, like little Miss Lark's outfit needs to be finished, and I'm stressing about those things, but I'm trying to stay grounded and just kind of remind myself that it's about getting married. It's not really about, you know, the fancy napkins, which we're not having. We're having paper napkins, but we'll talk about that later. You know what I mean, though? It's not about those little superficial details. It's about getting married and sharing a life with somebody and just being a partner. Life is about this, people. It's about family, and I'm gonna get emotional in a minute, so I should probably wrap this up. But my final thoughts for the wedding, I'm really excited. I'm not prepared. Things are not done. And leading into this, there just was other stuff that was more important. Like there were days where I told myself, oh, you should do wedding stuff, but I decided to play with my little girl instead because that's what's important. And but the day is gonna be good. It's gonna be really beautiful. I'm really excited. And we're getting married in our hometown in California, so that's really cool. It's the reason we met. And now we're going back to get married, huh? Mom and Dad are gonna get married. Mama gonna wear a pretty dress. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Well, I don't know. I might post some vlogs while we're there. That all depends on timing, but if not, you'll definitely see the vlogs of our trip when we're back. We're doing a couple fun things in addition to getting married, so I'm really excited to share that when we're back. So, you know, make sure you subscribe. You can follow me pretty much anywhere. There's a Facebook page. You can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/HelloLittleBean. Instagram, my name on Instagram is HelloKatieJo. And where else? I'm on Twitter. Don't really use Twitter. It's kind of just repeats of my Instagram, but you know, it's out there, so it is what it is. And also you can read my blog at HelloLittleBean.com. HelloLittleBean.com. All right, we're off. The next time you'll see one of these Wedding Wednesday videos, I'll be a wife, and that's really cool. So, see ya real soon. Say bye-bye. You wave? Say bye-bye. See you. See you next time. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Is that for me? That's so nice of you. So I guess we will... No. I now have the dress in my position. Sorry about the flashing color back here. It's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, you know, very important things.